Hello everyone and welcome to another State of Survival guide. Today we are going to take a closer look at Azurtane Heist Skill Tree. This time I want to focus on the mining skills shown in the current skill tree and explain what each skill actually does, why it can be useful and, most importantly, how these skills works together. Because when you look at these skills separately, some of them may not look very impressive, but when you combine them correctly, they can create a very strong natural gas farming strategy. So let's start with the first skill. The first skill is called Passive Flow. Passive Flow gives you an additional 1260 natural gas per minute. The important word here is passive. You don't need to occupy a gas field, defeat an infected, or perform any special action to receive this bonus. The natural gas simply comes in the background. This makes Passive Flow a very safe and reliable skill. For example, if you spend 10 minutes in the event after unlocking this skill, you can receive around 12,600 additional natural gas just from this passive effect. And if you stay in the event longer, the value continues to increase. The biggest advantage of Passive Flow is that it works regardless of what happened on the battlefield. Maybe another player takes your gas field, maybe you are moving between locations, maybe you are preparing for the next eruptive gas field. Your passive income continues. So I would consider Passive Flow the foundation of the entire mining strategy. Now we move to the second skill, Consolation Payout. This skill gives you 8000 additional natural gas when you fail to occupy a gas field. There is a 1 minute cooldown. At first, this sounds strange. Why would we want to get rewarded for failing? But this is actually a very interesting mechanic. Azurtane Heist is not a peaceful gathering event. You are competing against other players, and gas fields can change hands. Sometimes you will send a march to a gas field and another player will take it before you arrive. Normally, that failed action would simply cost your time and heroes for a while. With Consolation Payout, failure can still give you something. You receive 8000 natural gas, and this is where the first important strategy appears. Consolation Payouts works especially well with aggressive movement around contested gas fields. Instead of being afraid of every failed occupation attempt, you can continue contesting important locations. You should obviously not waste marches for no reason, but if a gas field is already being fought over, this skill reduces the punishment for losing the contest. And then we have the third skill, Cleanup. Cleanup gives you 2000 additional natural gas whenever you defeat an infected. This is very important skill because infected are already part of your normal Azurtane Heist gameplay. We can say gas fields are protected by infected, and defeating them helps you progress through the event. So Cleanup basically turns one activity into two rewards. You defeat the infected and you receive your normal benefits from that action plus an additional 2000 natural gas. This creates a very nice connection with Passive Flow. Passive Flow gives you a constant income, while Cleanup gives you additional income whenever you are actively fighting. So you have both passive income and active income. And this is exactly how I would approach the early part of the event. Don't just sit in one gas field. Use your marches. Defeat infected, many of them. Take gas fields. Move when necessary. Every infected you kill can now contribute directly to your natural gas total. The fourth skill is where the synergy becomes even more interesting. It is called Speedy Settlement. Speedy Settlement reduces the cooldown for the bonus natural gas from failed gas field occupation by 20 seconds. And remember what the previous skill does. Consolation Payout gives you 8000 natural gas when you fail to occupy a gas field, but it has a 1 minute cooldown. Speedy Settlement reduces that cooldown. This means These two skills are clearly designed to work together. Consolation Payout creates the bonus. Speedy Settlement allows you to trigger that bonus more frequently. This is probably the most obvious synergy in this part of skill tree. If you only have Consolation Payout, the maximum frequency is limited by its cooldown. But when you add Speedy Settlement, the cooldown becomes shorter, so you can use it more times. And the value of 8000 natural gas reward increases during a match when you are frequently contesting gas fields. This is why I would not look at these skills individually. You should look at the entire path as one system. Passive flow gives you a guaranteed income. Cleanup rewards active fighting. Consolation Payout rewards failed occupation items. Speedy Settlement make that field occupation reward available more often. And finally, we reach the fifth skill, Remote Uplink. Remote Uplink is a complete different from the previous skills. The description says that you can activate it to speed up the minecart and continuously generate natural gas for 30 seconds. It also said that it has the same effect as occupying a signal tower. This is an active ability, and that means timing becomes very important. You don't want to activate Remote Uplink randomly. You want to use it when you can get maximum value from those 30 seconds. For example, if you are already focused on mining and you have your matrix positioning correctly, activating Remote Uplink can give you a stronger temporary increase in your natural gas generation. This is where all 5 skills start working together. You have passive flow running in the background, you defeat infected and receive extra gas field from cleanup, you contest gas field and receive 8000 gas from Consolation Payout when an occupation fails. Speedy Settlement reduces the waiting time for the bonus, and then Remote Uplink gives you a temporary active boost to your mining economy. So that's overall strategy is very simple. Fight actively, mine continuously and use your temporary bonuses at the right moment. The most important lesson here is that these skills are not really about one big burst of power. They are about improving the efficiency of almost everything you are already doing in Azurtane Heist. And that's it for today. If you found this guide helpful, share it with your alliance and friends who are also playing Azurtane Heist, because I know not everyone play this event. And also let me know in the comments which of these skills do you think is most valuable, and would you build the full mining path or mix these skills with another strategy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next State of Survival guide.